yesteryear. Now it's chronicled over that today, the date 24th of Tammuz, marks the Hilula of Rabbi Avraham Monsenego. Now, to be honest, we don't have total clarity when his Hilula actually happens to be, but it's mentioned on the Hayumi website that it's 24th of Tammuz, and I think, I'm not too sure the exact reason for it. I think it's suggested actually over here, if I'm not mistaken, just by looking at the website, that I think it's commemorated because I think about 200 years after his passing, the Torah innovations of Rabbi Avraham Monsenego were published in 4 books, published by Oret Yehuda, and maybe it was on this specific day, I'm not too sure, but that's what's listed over here, that maybe that was date of Zilula. But if anyone knows, please confirm. Now, he was born, he came from great rabbi. His father was Rabbi Menachem Monsenego. Remember, the Monsenego family was a famous rabbinic family in Morocco, and it's estimated that he was born around the year 1760, and I believe it was in the city of Fez in Morocco. Now, he grew up great Torah, Yirat Shamayim, in a family full of Torah scholars. His brother was a famous Rabbi Yedidia Moshe Monsenego, who happened to be a judge, a Dayan, and a teacher in the city of Fez. And the father, I think, happened to be the father of Rabbi Raphael Aaron Monsenego, who would go on to author great Torah works in of itself. I think one of the books that he would actually write was, I think, named the Mishchiot Levav, very great sefer. Now, it's interesting, Rabbi Avraham Monsenego would, really his brilliance with regards to Torah was encompassed in of its own. And he did not actually officially serve in a rabbinic position, but he was really, really great in Torah. He was a public scholar, let's just say. He wrote a commentary on the Torah called Parshat Ibor, respectively. Now, I think, as we said before on our onset, that the encompassment of his family itself was very, very hugely great. And I believe it's actually written that his sister was Rabbinit Zahara. She would get married to the famous Gvir Yosef Bosidan, I think someone we've spoken about before. And he really helped, let's say, the poor in the city, and would bring about many people to recite and chant different prakim, different chapters of Tehillim, and give people like start Tehillim institutions in that vicinity. Now, I think come what the year 1804, in the month of Cheshvan, I believe his son, Rabbi Eliyahu Monsenego, would be born. It was around that time period, 1804. He would have been about 44 years of age. Now, it's interesting. I think before he passed away, he asked his nephew, the great Rabbi Raphael Aaron Monsenego, to compile, let's just say, his various different Torah, let's say, thoughts and writings, which I think were scattered in notebooks, in his handwriting in manuscript form. Now, Rabbi Raphael Aaron called the collection of novels that he copied from his uncle's manuscripts, I think the Shirei Mitzvah, is what the Torah colossal work actually happened to be. It was a huge amount of things, and it would include various different teachings, especially from the Chomsh, from Sefer Bamidbar and Sefer Dvarim. Also on Haggadah Pesach, this is a Pesach liturgy, which obviously the Passover festival night is on the 15th of Nisan, middle of the month of Nisan. I think on Tanit Esther, or also on Megillat Eika, if I'm not mistaken, the book of Proverbs, Mishlei. There was various different other Chidushim teachings on the Psukim, Mamarim, Nosifim. I think there was various other manuscripts that was actually written of various different teachings of Rabbi Avraham, connected to the book of Bereshit, Shemot, and Vayikra, and various different expandations or explanations on verses in the Tanakh, Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim, and various others, drashot, respectively. Now, as we said on the onset, we're not sure the exact date when he passed away, but they mention it, I believe, on the 24th of Tammuz, and he was very, very much a great rabbi. Now, I believe it's interesting, I think about 200 years after he passed away, the Torah innovations of Rabbi Avraham Monsenego were published into 4 books, published by the publishers called Oret Yehuda Maghreb. I think will be edited by great Rabbi Moshe Shlomo Amar, and the Shirei Mitzvot on the Pesach Haggadah, and I think in 2005 remnants of Mitzvah, let's just say, on the Torah, was, I think, put into 2 parts respectively at that point in time. I think it was actually called Shirei Mitzvah and it was B'derech Pardes, one of the books, and two Chalakim, and Perushim on the Nevi'im and Ketuvim, the Torah Nevi'im and Ketuvim, which was through the way of the Pardes. Let's explore a few of the highlights from the book. There's a teaching that says inside the book, Melamed, Av Shacham B'tipesh Gezerat Melech, Al Yidei Yigayato Yasik Chochma. Very much is featured, I believe, in the book Sיירי Mitzvah Chelek Bet, I think page 249, if I'm not mistaken. Then another great teaching says, Melamed Shtman Atzel Yado Shnadav Libo V'Medber B'Fihu Netzal Mina Mitzvah. This, I think, featured in page 262 of the Oral Yehuda HaMaghreb. This was, I think, printed actually in Lod. Interesting enough. Now, one last teaching from the book will actually say, Melamed Shelo Makara Atzma Lefanim Shebador Ela Le'oni Ben Tovim. This featured very much in page number 292 in the Sיירי Mitzvah in Chelek Bet. So he was a famous rabbi of his time, and I recommend everyone to learn much more about him. I'm not too sure the exact date he passed away, but the Monsenego family was a very great rabbinic dynasty of their time, and hopefully maybe we will explore, do a special video and explore the family tree, who were the rabbis in the family, and which let's just say the encompassment of the different generations of great rabbis, because there was very, very much great chachamim, which we have to point out. I think this was all throughout the different areas. There was great rabbis such as Rabbi Avraham Monsenego, Rabbi Yoshua Monsenego, especially. I believe they were actually related. There must have been Rabbi Yoshua, I believe, was also a great rabbi. I think he was a grandson of Rabbi Raphael Aharon Monsenego, and his father was Rabbi Yedidia Monsenego, another great rabbi who hopefully we will speak about on various occasions. And hopefully we will go through an entire family tree and explore who were the rabbis and who wasn't from this rabbinic family. And wish you all Shabbat Shalom. Please subscribe to the channel. We're nearing, at the moment, 7,000 subscribers. If you happen to like the videos, share these videos to other people also. And please look at playlists and look at all the other videos that we recorded, like and share. And if you descend from any of the great rabbanim, please send me an email. I would love to hear more. Thanks very much and have a great day. Thank you.